Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Switch, yellow. Here we go, here we go. Yellow, 22. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Down. Black 40. Ready, ready.
Young going to give to Brooks. Good footwork at the 30. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge.
Set.
Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Young quickly to the flat. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A handoff running left, Brooks. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go now.
Now here's Young. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. 45. White. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go. Yellow, 43, claws red. Ready?
Young. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Okay,
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go play action. Daniels. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
To the air goes Daniels. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready, chop. 7-52, blue.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Hut.
Back to it after the pick six. Young. They'll find McMillan here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
You look at this Raiders defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Got a man. That's Leggett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ready.
They go play action. Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Blue, 30. Ready.
Now Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have regained the lead. An extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7.
Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A very good return. They'll be set up well when we resume action in the 2nd quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 black. Hut.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
18 Cardinal.
To throw is Daniels. That's caught. Jack Bech with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Ready up. Come on. Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Las Vegas.
18 Cardinal.
Here's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
There's
a short throw caught by Sanders. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. This is caught by McMillan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Clause 10, set.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready. Hut.
Young to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Ken Black. Cut.
Throwing, Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Down. Striker. 3-3. Set.
Looking to throw, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
33 seconds.
They'll throw again. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Cowboy 80.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Hey. Cowboy 80.
Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Tag! Cougar 19! Panther 60! Panther 60!
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He finds his man, Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Let's go now. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Cougar 19. Ready?
Play action, now it's Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ready, ready?
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monangai. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
70 Timberwolves.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On the jump. Come on, come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Daniels looking to throw. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That is caught by McCaffrey. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Get up. Liking 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Cowboy 80.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Returning it is Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Set, ready. 45, white, yellow, line, yellow, zoom. Hut, hut.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Red. Blue, 32, hut.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready,
now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Young. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
4 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
52, blue, ready.
Young to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal.
60 red, rail, yellow. Set.
Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well,
it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
60 Bison. Ready.
2nd and 5. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Check pick.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Ready.
They'll play fake. Now Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Let's go. Hey, Red, 33. Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On the double.
2nd and 5.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Claw, 10. Hut.
Young will set to throw. He finds Bolden. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here we go. Set.
Now here's Young. He'll find McMillan here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Down. Yellow, ready?
Here is Young. This is caught. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set, hut. Red, 38. Hut.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Bronco 80.
To throw is Daniels. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Daniels. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
70.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
McCaffrey looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Claws red.
On play action, Young. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That is going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
53.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check pink. Here we go. Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up.
Ready,
second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Blaster, black, 95. Ready.
Young. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Ready?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Blue, 32. Triple, 38. Watch out now. 50, Fury.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Here we go. Press all 80.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On the zone read, a give to Jeanty.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looks like they'll move things around here. A give out of the gun to Jeanty. Oh, heck of a move. Man. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Down. Back to 60. Back to 60.
A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Carolina, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.